started with Magic head coach Steve Clifford. First question goes to Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, obviously you couldn't be there today, but the city, the Magic, Amway Center, hosted the vaccine event. Just how good was it to see all those elements coming together to help getting people vaccinated today?
Oh, no, it's great. I actually spoke with Linda yesterday, and I know how much work went into that, and hopefully what it will do is, give a lot of people that didn't have as good I guess, convenient place to get to and help get our percentage of vaccinations up.
Rob Parks, 48 minutes.
Hey, Coach, good to see you. The Atlanta Hawks are currently fighting for the fourth spot with the Miami Heat. I think they're a half a game ahead. How do you guys look to play spoiler? Like, what are your main three things you want to focus on tonight?
Yeah, I think the two biggest things are going to be the same thing that happened to us when we were here recently, and it's their two biggest strengths offensively is one, we have to defend without fouling, and two, we've got to be able to finish possessions. They're fourth in free throw attempts. They're fourth in offensive rebounding. Capella's almost 5 a game. John Collins, I think, is around 3 a game. But those are the two biggest aspects that we spoke about this morning.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, how is Mo doing?
He's going to try to go out and warm up and see how he feels. He tried to do during the team meeting this morning. He started, but he didn't feel good and he wasn't able to make it through the whole thing. So, he wants to try to play, and it'll just depend on how he feels after he goes out and does his routine.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Steve, obviously last year you guys, had a little bit of a taste of the play-in format, and obviously the league has expanded it this year. You faced some teams recently who were in the middle of that. What do you think? What are your general impressions of the format, and how would you feel if the league made it more permanent?
I like it. I think you guys know I'm a big sports fan, and probably a little bit more of a purist than a lot of people. And I remember when baseball went to the wild card, and I thought it was going to be terrible, and it's ended up being a great thing for baseball. It keeps more teams playing meaningful games late in the year. And just like baseball, I believe that Tuesday night and Thursday night, there's going to be great interest in our league. So I'm interested to see how people like it. But from what I've seen, I think it's a very good idea.
Dan Savage.
Cliff, in regards to Mo Wagner, what have you seen out of him during his time with the team, and particularly in regards to his energy and effort?
No, he plays with, like you said, he plays with a lot of energy, a lot of effort. His pick and roll defense has gotten a lot better. He was a lot more solid with it the other night. He was very good, obviously, and active on the offensive glass the other night. I think so much of it for him is going to be his range shooting. Everybody has to have something to build your game around. And if he can combine a 37, 38% from three, which watching him, I think he'd be capable of with the energy and effort level that he's shown, then I would think he'd have a good chance to stick.
James Hill, BNC.
Hey, Coach Cliff, I hope you and the guys are well. Can you just talk about closing out the season on a positive? It's a great opportunity to go out and compete and just continue to move forward with the Orlando Magic.
No, exactly. And that was the message that we spoke about, after the Minnesota game, is continue to improve, concentrate on the things that we can control. I think I shared with you guys the other night about Gary Harris talking to the group, and I think it had a big impact. And, hopefully we'll be able to bring the same energy level and intensity level here. These are, Obviously, Philadelphia is an elite team. Atlanta's playing really well. And this is a huge game for them. You know, if they win the next two, they have the tiebreaker over both New York and Miami. So they'd have home seed in the first round of the playoffs. So they're obviously challenging opponents. And, you know, it'll be a good test for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Philip Rossman Reich, Orlando Magic Day.
Hey, Coach, just kind of taking a progress check of how RJ is doing. I know you said sometimes these last few weeks the numbers obviously not always what they appear, but what are you seeing from RJ as far as the kind of the progression that you thought he would be on at this point? And are you feeling more comfortable giving him more responsibility, maybe putting him on the ball a little bit more as a point guard?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, obviously, we're playing through him a ton, and he's doing a good job. And it's not just the scoring. To me, where he's made the biggest steps, I talked to him about this yesterday, he's making the right play. When he, two to the ball, he's on our team right now is, creating help or having a significant mismatch in the NBA. Those are the two things you have to do to create quality shots. He's one of the two highest guys on our team in terms of when they draw the second defender, making the right play. And that's a skill that's not, it's not easy to work on, not easy necessarily to teach. And he has a good feel for it. And he's improved a lot in that area. And then, the other part of it, obviously, for him, and we haven't been able to do it as much as because of the injuries, I did want to play him for stretches where he was the primary ball handler. And we haven't gotten to that just because, again, the injuries and only having, limited perimeter players. So, but I think he's done a good job, and hopefully he'll finish strong.
Any final questions for Coach Clifford? Okay, thank you, everybody.